Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Yeah, that's me. Hear y'all loud and clear. Y'all see me live in living color. Y'all see me walking. Yeah, I can walk in peace. See, I can walk solo. I can walk in peace in hoods, suburbs, on the moon. It don't matter. You know what I mean? When it's real everywhere. And when you understand that you got God's favor, then no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You know, I ask him to make my enemies my footstool all the time, and trust me, a lot of them has been delivered to me, and I dealt with them accordingly.
Wow, man, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Man, Jay Prince walking around, man, look like he's somewhere where some palm trees at. It looks real promising. Of course, a lot of people are looking at this here because of the Wack 100 no jumper situation. Jay Prince has spoke out and said, you know, that he basically was, you know, talking about the fact of how these guys, these older guys, get these young boys over there really in so many words. People referred it to no jumper, where they mislead these youngsters and get them caught up in different situations. And they, you know, being the older guys, you know, with the RICO and everything, everybody's situating it to that up there. But what tripped me out, he said he can walk in peace, man. And I can tell you now, I've heard stories on Jay Prince coming to Dallas, and I've definitely seen him in Vegas years ago. Actually, he was at the casino. He didn't have no big bodyguards and none of that stuff with him. Just hanging out by himself at the Palms Hotel. I seen him at the Palms Hotel. That's the first and the last time. I hadn't seen him since, but that was in probably 2010. OG, what's going on? You there?
Man, yes, sir. Yeah, Jay is a real one. Jay Prince I remember one time, Captain Shaheed called me and told me, man, Prince out here in Cali, man, he just called me from the jungle. I'm like, from the jungle. So we rose over to the jungle. Jay Prince up in the park with Jay Killer, with Casper, Tombstone, and he was on Palmwood with Rock the Bell and Bruno. I mean, by himself, bro. Come through them hoods. I mean, this is not. He was in when he first got his boxer. We met him out in Inglewood on Crenshaw and Manchester. So he's been prevalent, you know, in California, going into hoods where these dudes is running their mouth. They can't even go to their own hood, let alone going to Inglewood or going to Dallas or going to Houston without the feds or the FBI or somebody protecting them. Jay Prince riding his Benz all over Cali, but when you see him with the palm trees, that's some real shit.
Yeah. It looked like he got them palm trees behind him. Like he ain't got a care in the world. Look like he taking him an early morning walk, and I've seen him do it. I seen him in Fifth Ward doing the same thing just about a month or two ago. You know, man, it's a place where you looking to, you know, at our age and getting up in age, you should have peace, man. You should be able to walk around and, you know, enjoy your life, man. But a lot of times when you're not, you know, on that level, and it's tough, man. You know, it's just, you know, and when you done did the wrong things, if you done said and did some wrong things that put yourself at a suspect rate, then people gonna look at you differently. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, back and shout out to Larry Hoover Jr., man. That's my guy. I actually spoke to him this morning. But a lot of people are, you know, back when this here was happening, this next bit I seen, because Academics brought this back up, and it's been going crazy on the internet. That's why DJ Academics brought it back up. But where they were having a back and forth with Wack 100, and Wack 100 allegedly got a call from the feds, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like no Fed but I want to listen to it. Doesn't sound like no Fed that I've ever, you know, which I have never talked to him, period.
Yosemite Sam, he always has something that he say. He what you talk about living in fear. If he's not with undercover agents, known police affiliates. He cannot walk nowhere in peace and not in his own home. He had never come to his own neighborhood. He sits back in the cameras of podcasts and rat on everybody and make these insinuations, talking about how he makes people on the, you made Loose Cannon, you made Brick Baby, you made 600, and all of them rats.
Wow.
So you infest yourself with a bunch of cheese-eating individuals. So, when he has nothing to say about Jay Prince, he never walked the streets of Houston.
Well,
I don't think he ever been to Texas.
Well, wait a minute. Let me play the DJ Academics thing he did. I think he did this last night.
They called him about Jay Prince. Hear the call.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with me working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just information has been provided that you've had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Yeah, even if we did do that, why would that?
Wow. I don't know. What do you think about that? That was a few years back, but do you think that seemed a little bit? I ain't never heard talking no Fed calling you on the phone and having a full blown.
15 minutes you talk to a federal agent and she's asking you about what female. This guy creates all of this chaos and these smoke and mirrors, and he does work for the feds. That's a known since 2006. He caught a case in Houston, Texas, a gun case. Him and his brother caught a gun case and an ammunition case.
Are you serious?
Yes, he caught a gun case, and in 2011, when Dale Dog and the Main Street Mafia was indicted, he was employed by the feds, and they dropped the case in Houston, Texas. The sovereign state of Texas dropped the case on it. They said in the interest of justice. The only interest it is that you're a paid informant for the feds, and they got bigger fish to fry. And since then, he's been working and cooperating. He has an undercover badge, just like that one 600 said. He walks around and tells people like, bring all these smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I got a call this morning and I got the document and the paperwork. I wish the fuck you would bring some paperwork.
Hold on. No, I'm tripping off that because you saying he actually had a case. That's crazy. I didn't know that. But you know how you get information. But he had something to say about you. He brought you up here just a little bit ago from what I'm seeing. You resurfaced on the internet. Hold on, let's see what Mr. Wack 100 had to say about Ayatollah Marv. Hold on.
The old man, who's this old nigga, Ayatollah Marv nigga. That happens every time. Last week, I get a text. What's this? Go research that case number. What I'ma find? Ayatollah Marv on the stand telling that a nigga had a gun. See, that's what happened.
Yo, Wack, don't do this.
Wow. So now he's saying, yeah, somebody had gotten to a sealed record of yours, and that you got on stage and said somebody had a gun.
And all of that. And if he says anything, bring up the paperwork. And one of his close cronies, he has the police report that everything that happened in the preliminary criminal case against Suge Knight, he opened up a can of worms of people that is going to be exposed. Do Sims them have Keyway, Damu, podcast has the police report on who really told on Suge, who really was exposed, who got immunity. If he brings that up, he's gonna have more problems than he really wants. So he better get with John T and look at the police report. You seen what really happened. So Rack 100, I wish you would try to expose anything. I beg you. All the challenges we have, you talk about it, bring it up. I dare you.
Wow. So I guess he you know, I guess, and it was on somebody. I don't even know whose page that was. It was a Clubhouse thing because he do Clubhouse a lot, and your name comes up often on his Clubhouse for show, and it's like you and him. Of course, ever since when you came years ago and showed that he had threatened you with a bag or something on your head. I got that.
And I ain't done it yet. So he put it. Watch what this bag do. You threaten. You do not show up. I wish he would.
Wow.
I all the stuff that you and like they said when they cut the monkey's tail, it won't be long now. Rat 100 days are numbered. Him and Adam 12. Adam 12 is going just like any other white American. They're gonna send you to the wolves. You will not survive. You think you done threw everybody under the bus, but his day is coming, and it's coming quickly. He can't go anywhere and be seen anywhere. That's a hell of a life to have to live up under.
Oh, you say you can't be seen anywhere?
Anywhere.
Oh,
Where have you seen him?
I never seen him, but when you think about it, I just know that when you look at Clubhouse from, man, it's been so many, from Nipsey Hussle, Jay Prince, Larry Hoover, all type of people, Big U, everybody. He got down on BG, all of the people. He come at every Big Meech, everybody that you can't even, man. I can keep naming them, man. It's been a litany of people that he's pretty much came at you. Like
he had 147 fades and ain't took one of them.
Wow. Well, y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. OG exposed Wack 100 once again. You can't walk the streets. You can't come out. Get in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.